What if we can laugh our way to a better marriage? Laughter consists of three elements: truth, exaggeration, and surprise, just like in a marriage. In marriage, if you choose to reflect on the absurdity of your circumstances, if you gain the discipline of looking at the lighter side of life, you can smile in the face of adversity and joyfully shrug off tension.
One of the building blocks to a healthier marriage is to have a sense of play and humor. Who would have thought? In this video, we focus on putting humor into our marriage.
Have you heard this one? My wife says I have two faults. First, I don't listen, and there was something else.
And?
What can I do? We are Phil and Helen, founders of Tikkun HaBriet, that nurtures healthier marriages and relationships. We have been married for over 35 years. Throughout our marriage, my wife and I have chosen to laugh at the craziness in our lives. One time while we were camping along the Mississippi River, we returned to the campsite in the evening and there were millions of shadflies covering everything. We could have easily gotten very upset, but we found a fast food place to clean off and then laughed over the folly of it all. But I have a question for you, dear. What's the difference between love and marriage?
Oh, I know this one. Love is blind, and marriage is an eye-opener.
Definitely. Thank you, Helen. I will remember to keep that in mind. Anyway, laughter is a great stress reducer, and if your marriage is anything like ours, it has its fair share of stress. And we notice that laughter really helps us avoid taking ourselves too seriously. It helps us release the frustration that can build up over time. I could go into studies that show how people who laugh are healthier, happier, and live longer. But I have learned after these many years that laughter is not found in statistics or even scripture verses. Laughter is a choice you make to look for the positive, the exaggerated, and the truth.
I told Phil to embrace his mistakes, so he gave me a hug. My husband and I are opposites in so many ways. While I always have a studious, rule-following goal planning, he is the free-spirited, somewhat rebellious, go-with-the-flow kind of guy. He is an extrovert, while I've learned to become more of an introvert. I am a spender, while he is a saver, most of the time. Our differences have certainly made our relationship interesting, to say the least. And conflicts are sometimes quite challenging, and we have had to learn to compromise a lot. Luckily, one very critical thing we have in common is our sense of humor.
Definitely. Even when we heard our wedding cake dropped, instead of being stressed about it or take it too seriously, we did the only thing we could do, which was just start laughing. Some might argue that a sense of humor does not equate to a successful marriage, that laughter is not an important element of a relationship.
Well, let me tell you, I totally disagree. Because based on the hardships we have had to go through, a sense of humor has saved us and helped keep our relationship solid. But it wasn't always like this. For 6 long years of financial hardship, shaky employment, and serious depression, we needed help. Those were dark times with no humor to be found. Thankfully, we searched and discovered a marriage recovery program that taught us how to reconnect and restore our relationship.
Once that healing took place, we again found our ability to smile and laugh together. Tikkun HaBriet is based on that program model to help couples foster and nurture their relationships to feel connected on a deeper level.
Even on our most terrible days, when life has thrown us a rough hand, such as a death or financial crisis, our ability to make each other smile, even for a moment, has carried us through. That resilience is the gift we wish to pass on to other couples. I firmly believe that our ability to joke together, to not take life too seriously, has enabled us to create a home filled with gratitude, joy, and peace.
During heated arguments, I've learned from Helen that a simple laugh can take away the disastrous anxiety of a situation and put us back together on common ground. Being able to laugh with your partner is such fun. To be able to catch her eye across the room and know exactly what joke we'll make later based on the deep knowledge we have of each other and our points of view.
It's true. To be able to make someone laugh is to understand their core values, the view of life. It is not just our ability to crack a joke together that brings us together. It is our ability to understand each other and bring out the best in the situation and each other, even when we're feeling at our worst.
I married Miss Wright. I just didn't know her first name was Always.
Always.
Yes, dear.
That's right. So if you want to be healthier, to live longer, and to enjoy life more, and have a fun-filled marriage, choose to laugh and share a smile often.
In the program we came through, they did a study and found that 74% of the couples who attended were still together 5 years after starting the program. These were couples in crisis for their marriages and now have the tools and processes to sustain their covenant to each other and be happy together.
Tikkun HaBriet is based on our vision and mission to nurture healthier relationships and marriages before they get into crisis state. If you or a loved one are feeling alone or disillusioned in your marriage, or you haven't been laughing as much as you want to be, please believe that it can get much better.
Remember, choosing to find the funny in daily life is not impossible to realize. Here's one suggestion I have found. The next time your spouse gets angry, drape a towel over their shoulder like a cape and say, "Now you're super angry." Maybe they will laugh, or maybe you'll die.
Maybe.
Just don't tell them we told you to do that.
Either way, we would love to hear from you. At Tikkun HaBriet, you give your relationship and marriage another chance and hope for a happier, healthier, laughter-filled home. You are welcome to sign up now for a free 30-minute conversation with us at tikkunhabriet.org. We look forward to talking to you soon.